The journey begins in the groves, where the giant jackfruit reaches peak maturity.
Experienced hands determine the exact moment of harvest by the sound and feel of the rind. Precision at the source ensures the tree remains healthy for the next seasonal cycle.
Weight and size are the first challenges, requiring teamwork to move these giants safely.
Once gathered, the clock starts to ensure the fruit remains at its nutritional peak. Digital tracking begins in the field, linking every fruit back to its specific grove.
Efficiency in the field is the foundation of a modern agricultural supply chain.
Categorization ensures that each fruit is directed to the appropriate processing line. Uniformity in weight helps the factory calibrate its automated cutting systems later on. Initial cleaning removes external contaminants before the fruit ever reaches the factory doors. Moisture control is vital to prevent spoilage during the short transit to the facility.
The transition from farm to factory is handled with mechanical precision.
Stability during transport prevents internal bruising of the delicate golden pods. Sealed and climate controlled, the harvest is ready for the transformation process.
Every load represents hours of labor and the promise of a premium final product.
The journey from the soil to the shelf moves into its most technical phase. Arrival at the facility marks the end of the harvest and the beginning of production. Every shipment is weighed upon arrival to verify the harvest yield against field reports.
Documentation ensures that every batch can be traced back to its specific tree.
Precision backing aligns the trailer perfectly with the facility's climate-controlled intake.
Sealing the dock maintains the cold chain and prevents outside contaminants from entering. The doors open to a world of controlled atmosphere. Mechanized handling speeds up the unloading process to keep the fruit at a stable temperature.
The first point of internal inspection begins before the fruit is even moved to storage. Maintaining the correct core temperature is critical for preserving the fruit's natural sugars.
Advanced scanning technology identifies invisible threats before they reach the clean room.
A secondary sanitization layer ensures the transport containers are as clean as the fruit they carry.
Robotic transport systems reduce human contact, maintaining a sterile environment. Entering the cold zone slows the ripening process, buying time for precision processing. Climate-controlled storage is the staging ground for the entire production day. In the cold, the fruit's respiration slows, locking in the freshness of the harvest. Real-time monitoring allows managers to synchronize the flow of fruit to the processing speed. Preparation for the main line requires careful movement to avoid damaging the heavy fruit.
Gravity and mechanics work together to feed the production line with a steady supply. The transition to the factory floor marks the start of the jackfruit's total transformation.
Modern food processing requires a facility designed for absolute efficiency and scale. Security and traceability begin before a single person enters the production zone. Authorized access ensures that only trained personnel manage the complex machinery. The transition to the clean zone starts with the removal of all external contaminants. Total hair and face coverage is mandatory to maintain the integrity of the food environment.
Double-layered protection minimizes any risk of human-to-product contact.
Standardized hygiene protocols eliminate the variability of manual washing. High-speed air ensures that no moisture remains to harbor bacteria. Every step into the facility is sanitized from the ground up. The air shower is the final barrier, stripping away microscopic dust particles.
Pure air leaves the worker ready to enter the high-care production zone. The facility is a synchronized ecosystem where every machine has a singular purpose.
Digital oversight allows for micro-adjustments to the production speed and quality.
Automated logistics keep the floor clear and the workflow continuous.
With the system engaged, the first fruits are moved into the preparation phase.
Advanced optics map each fruit, preparing the machines for the first incision.
The fruit is now locked in place, ready for the initial cleaning and sorting process.
Opening the fruit requires surgical precision to avoid damaging the delicate pods inside.
Neutralizing the natural sap is essential for keeping the machinery running smoothly. Every inch of the exterior is sanitized, ensuring no contaminants reach the internal fruit. Immersion in ozonated water provides a final, deep-level microbial cleanse. Rising from the wash, the clean fruit is ready for its first human and sensor evaluation. Expert eyes catch what sensors might miss, ensuring only perfect specimens move forward. Advanced colorimetric analysis predicts the sweetness and texture of the pods within. Automated sorting directs each fruit to the line best suited for its size and maturity. Removing the inedible stem prepares the fruit for its final structural breakdown. Centering is key. A perfectly symmetrical cut makes pod extraction much more efficient.
The split reveals the golden bounty, protected by layers of fibrous white rag.
The quality of the internal pods is the ultimate metric for this stage of production. Vibration technology assists in the separation process without damaging the fruit's integrity. Precision removal of the core is the first step in isolating the edible fruit.
Simultaneity. Air pressure provides a non-contact method to clean the pods before extraction.
A light touch ensures that each pod remains whole and visually appealing for the consumer.
The final separation stage marks the end of the whole fruit phase. Pure, isolated, and vibrant, the pods are now ready for core processing.
With the rind removed, the focus shifts to refining the individual pods for consumption. Seed removal is a delicate task that requires a balance of speed and care. Every part of the fruit is utilized. These seeds will be diverted for secondary processing. Automation scales the process, ensuring consistent output for global demand. Purity is paramount. the fruit must be free of all non-edible structural fibers. Backlighting reveals what the surface hides, ensuring a premium, seedless experience. Natural antioxidants help preserve the vibrant golden hue of the jackfruit. Brief steam exposure locks in flavor and prepares the texture for packaging. Rapid cooling stops the cooking process instantly, maintaining the fruit's firm bite. In-process sampling ensures that every batch meets the factory's rigorous safety standards. Size grading allows for uniform cooking and packaging in the final stages. Uniformity in size ensures that the automated cutters produce perfect, equal portions. Precision cutting transforms the raw pod into a convenient, consumer-ready format. Optical sorting operates at millisecond speeds to maintain a zero-defect standard. Batching the fruit allows for controlled movement into the flavoring and preservation stage. Vertical integration of transport keeps the floor space clear and the workflow logic-driven.
Controlled infusion balances the natural sweetness with a shelf-stable medium.
Controlled drainage is the final step before the fruit undergoes its textural transformation. Uniformity in thickness ensures that every bite achieves the same perfect consistency. Gentle, low-heat drying preserves the delicate vitamins while concentrating the natural sugars. A protective antioxidant mist ensures the fruit retains its sun-kissed vibrance. Constant monitoring of ambient humidity is critical to prevent the fruit from becoming too brittle. Emerging from the heat, the jackfruit has achieved its signature ready-to-eat texture. Flash cooling locks in the concentrated flavor and creates a smooth, non-stick surface.
Precision instruments that the structural instruments wet integrity.
A final coating of jackfruit extract enhances the aromatic profile of every pack. The transformation complete, the fruit is now ready for the precision of high-tech automation.
In the high-care zone, human contact is eliminated to ensure absolute product purity.
Advanced algorithms select the perfect combination of segments to ensure every pack is precise.
Speed and accuracy converge as the fruit is portioned in a fraction of a second.
Safety protocols are embedded into every inch of the final production line. Visualizing the invisible ensures that no internal defects reach the consumer. Displacing oxygen with nitrogen naturally extends the shelf life without chemicals. Robotic handling maintains the sterile chain while maximizing throughput. The transformation is complete, turning a giant harvest into a refined, global product.
Precision robotics take over the final handling, operating at speeds beyond human capability.
Permanent laser marking provides unalterable traceability for every single pack. Vision systems act as a digital eye, ensuring that every piece of data is perfectly printed. Every gram is accounted for, ensuring consistency and regulatory compliance. Instant rejection systems maintain the integrity of the final batch. Secondary packaging begins with the automated assembly of the shipping containers.
Efficiency is maximized by handling multiple units in a single, synchronized motion.
Industrial-strength adhesives ensure the cargo remains secure during global transit.
Pressure-sensitive sealing creates a tamper-evident bond for the final shipping unit.
The box is now a smart unit, fully identified and ready for the logistics network. Digital oversight allows technicians to manage the machines through a virtual interface. Smart sensors allow the machines to perceive and correct minor alignment errors. Proper orientation is the first step in building a stable and safe pallet. Large-scale robotics handle the heavy lifting, preventing worker strain and injury. Architectural precision in stacking ensures the load remains intact during sea or air travel.
Minor manual interventions enhance the structural integrity of the automated stack.
Completion of the stack marks the end of the primary automation phase. Moving toward the final finish, the product is prepared for the rigors of the outside world.
Securing the load is the final step in ensuring the product survives the journey to the consumer.
Industrial stretch wrap provides a moisture-proof barrier and structural rigidity. Total encapsulation protects the golden fruit from dust and temperature fluctuations. A clean finish prevents the film from unraveling during mechanical handling.
Reinforced corners prevent the boxes from being crushed under the pressure of the straps. Friction welding creates a permanent bond, locking the cargo to the wooden base.
Final weight verification is the last check against the total volume of the harvest batch. The master label contains the entire history of the fruit, from orchard to finished pack. Autonomous vehicles manage the movement of finished goods, eliminating human error. Moving into the finished goods warehouse, the environment is strictly regulated. Randomized stress tests ensure that the packaging will hold its vacuum seal during transit.
Packaging must withstand extreme pressure changes, especially for air-frotted exports.
Specialty lines receive a final human touch for high-end retail presentations.
Diversification of the product line maximizes the utility of every harvested jackfruit.
Color consistency is a key indicator of flavor and nutritional density. Even the pallets are digitized, ensuring the warehouse remains a transparent environment.
Gravity flow systems ensure a first-in, first-out inventory, maintaining freshness.
The product is ready, but the final release depends on the rigorous verdict of the laboratory. Final clearance begins in the lab, where science validates the safety of the harvest.
Precision bricks testing ensures every pack delivers the signature sweetness of a ripe jackfruit.
Microbiological cultures are grown to confirm the total absence of harmful bacteria.
Time and temperature-controlled environments allow for the detection of even the smallest contaminants.
Aromatics are quantified to ensure the fruit's natural bouquet remains intact after processing. Texture analysis guarantees the perfect balance between tenderness and a satisfying chew.
Testing the barrier properties of the film ensures the product stays fresh for months.
pH monitoring is a critical control point for preventing the growth of spoilage organisms.
Human sensory evaluation remains the ultimate judge of flavor, color, and mouthfeel.
Precise moisture levels are the key to preventing mold without the use of preservatives.
Microscopic inspection ensures that the processing heat did not degrade the fruit's nutritional structure. Non-invasive gas analysis confirms the integrity of the modified atmosphere packaging. The official release is granted only when every safety and quality parameter is satisfied.
With the lab's approval, the batch moves from quarantine to the dispatch queue. The final seal of approval is a promise of quality to the global market.
The journey from the orchard is nearly complete as the factory prepares for final dispatch.
Technology and human expertise have transformed the raw fruit into a masterpiece of food engineering. The final stage begins as the facility opens its gates to the global supply chain.
Precision loading ensures that every cubic inch of the climate-controlled container is utilized.
A steady hand is required to navigate the narrow confines of the export vessel.
Synchronization between drivers keeps the loading window short and efficient.
Digital verification confirms that the correct batch is heading to the right destination. Continuous data logging provides a record of the fruit's environment throughout its entire voyage. Structural stability is critical for preventing product damage during sea-crossing turbulence.
The container is at capacity, representing thousands of kilograms of processed fruit.
A final handover marks the transfer of responsibility to the logistics provider.
Sealed and secured, the batch is now protected from tampering and external elements.
The seal number is the final data point in a journey of total transparency.
Freshly packed and ready for the world, the jackfruit begins its final leg of the journey.
From the heart of the orchard to the global stage, the cycle of production never stops.
Advanced logistics ensure that the promise of freshness is kept across thousands of miles.
And this is how modern factories produce ready-to-eat jackfruit packs from start to finish.
Efficiency, safety, and scale, the pillars of modern food production. Thank you for joining us on this industrial journey.